It'll backtrack.
I want somebody to watch the first 6 minutes of this after it gets posted on YouTube.
Now I feel bad.
Just we're sitting here like.
All right, now I need to double check that it's actually up on YouTube. I was wondering why it was still at 0.
Yeah, I just got the notification.
All right.
I probably should have known something was up when the notification didn't hit my phone.
Yeah, it's all good. The people will hopefully forgive us. Forgive me, people. I'm going to see if you can rewind it real quick.
I don't think that I'm going to that thing today, by the way.
I don't think you can.
I don't think I am.
Roops-a-daisy.
After it gets posted on
YouTube. There we go. Look, hey, y'all. If you're on the YouTube, sorry. I accidentally was streaming this to like my personal YouTube channel, which has like 1 subscriber on accident. Did not realize it was not going to the IDP Army channel. That's my bad. I'm sorry. If you want to catch up on the first 5-6 minutes of the show, you can check out the @SemiProFantasy or @50 Shades of Drunk or the IDP Army. We're also streaming on all those accounts on Twitter. But yeah, apologies. Get in your live streaming questions and all that. We would have a good time, just talking. A couple of fellas having a cup of coffee in the morning.
Chit-chatting.
Dude, Jerron Curse is murking people out here.
Yeah, he looks really good.
He is. I mean, I was on Donovan Wilson coming in this year, pretty big. But, I mean, he's like on some next level shit. I think Jamal Adams gets his first sack of the season this week.
Whoa, calling your shot against old Jimmy G, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if there was ever a guy to get a sack on,
I feel like you could have said that about a lot of guys.
True, but I am saying that about Jimmy G.
Pitt quarterback showed out last night. I'm starting to think, man. I know you don't want to talk about college football because
no, I'll talk. I'm down. Talk.
I think this kid from Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett. I think he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. I really do.
Yeah.
He's just got the look about him, He's got good throwing motion. He can scramble. Hit a 58-yard rush last night, where he did a fake slide that was very controversial.
I mean, everyone saw that.
Come on. Yeah, the controversial fake slide.
It was controversial? Why is it controversial?
Because every defensive player pulled up thinking he was going to slide, and then he didn't.
Well, so good for him.
I mean, it's slippery slope. I will agree with that, because literally then defenders are going to be inclined to try to hit the person because they think they're going to fake slide, and then they actually do slide, and they get hit, and it's a penalty. And it's tough to tell whether you're going to slide, not going to slide. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But this guy is really good. So I think he's going to be a good quarterback in the league. I really do.
All right.
Have an inkling.
This
class is terrible.
What kind of system, what kind of coach do you expect? What kind of place would he thrive?
All right, that's fine.
All right, so Ryan and Valerie Green said, need some help. Got Eric Kendricks out. Got to fill my ID Feast flex and sleeper. Options are Cam Curl, Eric Harris, Ogletree, Browning, Anzalone, or Bentley from the Pats. I'm going Cam Curl. That's pretty easy for me.
I'm going Curl too, but I'm intrigued by Bentley.
Are you?
From the Pats. Yeah. Pass defense really good. Bentley's had 2 good weeks going into this one. I know he was questionable, so I wasn't really sure 100% if he was going to play or not. But I think Cam Curl is the safest option.
Okay. Yeah, I think Cam Curl is your safest option as well. Cam Curl he's a good safety. I mean, he can make plays downfield. He does get blitzed a little bit, and he gets tackles. I mean, he just does. He wins at all 3 levels that you want your defensive players to win. He can get burnt in coverage every now and then, but it's just like that's just the NFL. Like eventually every defender is going to get beat. You know what I mean? Because you're playing against the best guys in the league every week. But Cam Curl, like right now, I have him. He's my DB 18 on the week. Feels even a little low, but the guys in front of him are also straight thugs too. We got Kyle Duggar, Xavier McKinney, Jerron Curse I have ahead of him, even Kenny Moore. I mean, these are all guys that are super studs. So for me, it's pretty easily Cam Curl. If I was going to maybe switch off of him, I would probably go Anzalone or Harris. That's an if. Now here's the other caveat,
well,
though.
just look up Bentley's last 3 weeks.
I don't want to.
Okay, well, can't 7 tackles, 10 tackles, and a sack and 2 forced fumbles last week against Tennessee. It's just the arrow.
It just feels like, and I don't know. Patriots running backs are just
linebackers.
Exactly. But I mean, like that's the thing. Like they basically are interchangeable. You know what I mean? Like they both kind of get screwed around. So it's scary. Like, yeah, you have all those 3 great weeks. He could go out there this week and do nothing. You know what I mean? He just not
anybody could do nothing. What's Cam Curl? What's Cam Curl really been doing this season?
It's a lot more likely that a Patriots player goes out and does nothing after doing a lot for a while, and that's like part of the plan.
Cam Curl has been worse this season.
Sunday. Bench 1, PPR, Judy, Mike Williams, or Van Jefferson. I hate to say it, but I'm probably going to bench
Judy,
Mike Williams. Really, you're benching Judy?
Yeah, Denver sucks. I'm not trusting anybody in that offense anymore.
Javonte Williams took over now, so they're going to be the greatest.
Well, running back aside, if it was wide receiver, like I can't trust Cortland Sutton, can't trust Fant, can't trust Judy, can't trust any of them because the quarterback is that bad. Future, yes, but for this 1 week, nah. Mike Williams. See, the thing is they need Mike Williams. Denver doesn't need Judy like that. I mean, they don't use Mike Williams, and Mike Williams doesn't always catch all of his targets, but they need him to be good for them to win.
He is good. He just has to actually get targeted more.
I mean, he's been getting targeted okay. He's getting like 8-9 targets every
week.
A
couple weeks before that, he wasn't. They went out of their way to try to get him some targets last week, and it still didn't come through.
Yeah, but I think they need Mike Williams. They don't need Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, Duggar's been good. Oh, shit. He's on the COVID list. That's one thing. Okay, I got to just take a moment here to vent. The IDP stuff on Fantasy Pros as an IDP ranker sucks. When you go into the offensive stuff and you click start with expert consensus, which a lot of guys do, I usually don't, but some weeks I do just to see what the expert consensus is. They have huge list of offensive players. When you do it on defense, they only give you 50. If you just rank the top 50, you can't actually really rank in the IDP stuff. So you have to go through and manually add guys. They don't add guys back off of bye weeks for you, and they don't keep up with the COVID stuff. So like right now, what I'm looking at right now on my screen says that Kyle Duggar is active and playing on Monday for Buffalo. But now that you're saying that, I remember like he is on the COVID list. Like he's probably not going to play. So it makes it kind of tough for guys, for IDP rankers. If you're out there and you are subscribed to Fantasy Pros or you use Fantasy Pros or you have any sort of sway over Fantasy Pros or you just want to, put your opinion out there, you can help the fantasy space, anybody listening to this, by kind of pushing people, brands, companies, businesses out there that are in the fantasy space to start giving the defensive players in the NFL, which are literally half of the players, which play every single offensive snap, give them a little bit more time a day, kind of, fix the infrastructure around what we have set up for them. Then maybe more people would actually play IDP. Maybe it could grow a little easier because right now you can tell that it is neglected and not well taken care of. And that's my soapbox for the moment. So Kyle Duggar, I'm taking you out of my rankings. Now Cameron Curl's ranked 17.
Well, there you go.
There you go. It's crazy seeing people talk down on Trevon Diggs on Twitter. I saw something today. It's like, oh, he's allowed the most yards and all this, even though he's had interceptions. I'm like, yeah, but think about it. He's had so many interceptions. He's gained back so many yards off of his picks. He's actually scored points off of his picks. I mean, if you really want to do a point differential, he's got to be – it doesn't really matter how many yards and stuff he's really given up. Or does it? Yeah. I don't know. That'd be an interesting thing to look at.
I think it's going to be one of those things where in the future it's going to be a problem, but for the here and
when
now.
When he's not getting the picks?
Exactly. When the picks aren't coming, he's going to get torched.
Shauna! Oh, my gosh. Shauna. Is this the first time I've seen you this year? Good to see you. Good morning. This is awesome. I love it when people show up in the stream I haven't seen in a while. What's up? All right. Shauna says, good morning. Pick 4. TJ Edwards, Singleton, Simmons, Perryman, Vigil, Quincy Williams. Thanks. All right. You want to go first, or do you want to just kind of work your way through them? Who's your lock?
Perryman's my lock.
Perryman's the lock. Okay, I agree. So Perryman's the lock.
And he's got a consistent floor, so I think he's a lock.
All right.
Man, I wish it was Quincy Williams. I'm not. I hate that I can't trust him, but I'm
going Singleton and Edwards. I'm going to start both those linebackers.
Yeah, I think from Philly, I think that's a good call because they're playing the Jets today, I think.
So that leaves us Vigil, who's filling in with Kendricks, who is hot to start the season. I like that. Quincy Williams, also been hot. I think he's questionable, though. I still have it.
He is questionable, but
who knows? And then we have Simmons. I'm going to fade Simmons. Been fading Simmons. I'm fine fading Simmons.
Maybe just Vigil. Maybe that's just
I think Vigil is a safe play here, Shauna. So I would go Edwards, Singleton, Perryman, and Vigil.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
Sounds right.
Seriously. Good to see you. All right. What else do we want to yabber on about while people come at us with their questions? You know what I'm going to try to do?
What's that?
I don't know if you noticed. There's a couple of NFL players that have podcasts, I realized this week. Deshaun Jackson's got a podcast. I listened to an episode of that the other day. It was really good. And Marlon Humphrey's got a podcast. And I've listened to a few episodes of that. And he posts some clips of it on Twitter. I want to try to get Marlon Humphrey to come on the show in the offseason. That would be really cool, I think. He can cross-promote his show. It'd be good to have a cool NFL defender on here talking about the season and all that. Might be hard to do, but let's start a campaign to get Humphrey on the show, guys and gals.
Yeah, just have to
slide into
those DMs, man.
Yeah. If I had a Bored Ape yacht club as my profile picture, it'd probably be a little easier to get his attention. Maybe I'll just screenshot one. There we go.
There you go. It works for some people.
No, I'm not about
talk about a slippery slope. That would be the screenshotting of him.
I mean, people do it though, like you said. I mean,
oh yeah, agreed.
I mean, you can just check and see if they're legit or not. If I just suddenly popped up with a Bored Ape Yacht Club, like people would have questions.
I think you're right about that.
Y'all hit us with them questions. We're ready to answer them.
I'm excited about this Oklahoma coach.
You think Gardner Minshew just takes this job right out of Jalen Hurts' hands, or
no? Because it's not how they build the team. They need to build the team. Eagles need to build around Jalen Hurts, and then go from there.
Man, Gardner Minshew, he's gonna light it up today against the Jets. It's gonna be all swag.
He's gonna have the problem is though he's gonna have the same problem that Hurts has had, where the receivers are bad. Bad.
Yeah, you're right. But Minshew is better than Hurts, so it'll be all right.
Well, but the problem is he can't rush, and he needs to be able to rush.
What do you mean? He can't rush.
Is he big? Is he a big rushing guy?
He can rush. I've seen him rush around a couple times.
No,
rushing real good.
Designed runs. Yeah, that's a big part of. Okay, well, you're just lying now. All right, good. I'm glad we have a new question here because
pull it up because I'm busy.
All right, Shauna's back with another one. One more, please. Defensive end, choose 2. Frank Clark, Travis Gibson, Charles Harris, DJ Wonnum. Gotta pretend that's the name because I don't know how to pronounce it.
DJ Wonnum, and I might play Travis Gibson.
I think I would too. Charles Harris is too up and down.
I actually met and interviewed Travis Gibson at the Senior Bowl 2 years ago.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, he was actually one of the cooler guys there I met, and I loved his attitude. I mean, he was a very positive guy, and he was from Tulsa, so he was one of the smaller school guys that was kind of there, and you could kind of tell. He even said something too. He's like, it's good to be here. He's like, because it kind of, it's a nod to the fact that I belong. And I was like, okay, like he has his attitude, his presence was different than a lot of guys that I saw there. So I remember that. So,
nice.
Shout out Travis Gibson.
All right. Hey, guys. How's it going? Pick 2. Leonard Williams, Josh Allen, or Chris Jones? Williams
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Not Jones. Sorry, Chris Jones. I'm just like so far off the Chris Jones train. Like, I don't even care if he blows up. Like, it doesn't even bother me. I don't want it because I've had him on my team the last 2 years and he's been letting me down so much. He's hurt my team so much. It's just like I don't want to even have the temptation of feeling like I need to play him.
Fair enough. I agree.
There you go.
Those are the two I would choose as well.
Yeah, like listen to this. Again, this is a sidebar of me kind of bitching. But I'm on Fantasy Pros consensus rankings for running back. For running back, there are 32 NFL teams, okay? And the fantasy community is currently ranking 100 running backs. And I can't even get fucking 75 linebackers in here. Come on. 2 of them play every fucking snap, basically. Give me a break. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I get it. The rankings thing, yeah, it's got to fix itself.
It's just like the whole fantasy community, the deeper I get in the weeds in IDP, the more I realize that I'm really kind of like one of the only people that's actually championing for this to like be fixed. It's like these organizations, like they have some IDP stuff and they like offer some IDP, but it's like the quality and the bar is set so low. It's just like just having it and they just feel like they've done enough. And I'm like, this isn't in like as an industry, it's a sham that IDP is in such, it's just so neglected. You know what I mean? Like there's new websites, new companies, new metrics popping up every single day, new analysts popping up. Oh, I'm a new wide receiver guru. Oh, I'm a dynasty guru. Da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, but people just keep ignoring literally half of the football players and half of fantasy football that's available to you. I'm really interested. Now, listen to this. Now, this is some meta stuff, but with the squads thing that Sleeper's doing, and with the fact that they actually have a built-in scoring system, IDP 1, 2, 3, and that they're, the way they're setting it up right now, they're doing just metrics. So it's just yards, rushing, and receiving. And they're pulling all that stuff. I think that Sleeper might end up being the first fantasy company that offers fantasy games with like player props for defensive players because they've got all the infrastructure already set up.
Yeah.
So very interested. I'm not like bugging them about it, but I'm going to hit them up and try to kind of champion and push for that next offseason too.
Do you have to be in a betting state to put one of those in?
Yeah. You can't even like load into it without being in a betting state. I had to drive across the river
out to Illinois to do it.
Yeah, I had to drive across the river to like get it. And even then I was like just across the river and it was still picking up my Missouri signal. So I had to like keep like refreshing to finally get it to push through.
Gotcha. Jesus.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, I guess.
Yeah. It's nice it's nice that I live literally 5 minutes from Illinois though.
Yeah, like, that's the dream.
My work is literally 200 yards from like the Mississippi River, and like a quarter of a mile away, there's a bridge that just takes me straight across. So I like left work yesterday, drove across the river, pulled into the pony parking lot, placed my bets, and then I drove home.
The pony parking lot. This is super off topic, and what was the other club that was across that river?
The Hush Puppy.
Yes, damn. Okay, I need to write that down. We had a long discussion about what the name of that place was, and nobody could think about it. My wife and a couple other people. We couldn't think of what that second place was.
The Hush Puppy. I used to work with a guy at Slingers who was like one of the bar guys there. He actually came by my house a couple weeks ago because he's now like a plumber. And he was like, "Where do I know you from?" And I was like, "Weren't you a bar guy at Slingers?" He's like, "That's it." And he's like, "Yeah, I worked at the Hush Puppy too." I was like, "Yep, I remember you there too."
Hush Puppy. That was a weird place. It had like arcade games, but it was like a strip club.
It was a one-stop shop. Let's just put it that way. It
really was. That was.
You could get a burger. You can get everything there.
You really could. You really could get anything there. No, I just remember like somebody was playing one of those like Pop Shot games, and it's like a strip club too. So it's just, I don't know. It's like
time out. When did Royce Freeman end up on the Houston Texans?
I don't know if I knew that.
I thought he was on the Panthers. What am I looking at here?
I legit don't know.
Insane.
Surprise. Man, we need some news.
Yeah, we need something. Y'all, hit us with some questions. Anything. Questions, comments, remarks. Where's Roo at today? Squad
Pick
needs
one.
to get lit.
We got the kicker questions. Hopkins, McManus, or McPherson?
McPherson.
I'm going to go McPherson, too. I think they're going to have to score touchdowns to win that game, but same time. Wow, you spoke his name and he just appeared.
There he is. What up, bruh? Good to see you.
Rubes.
You think Sony Michel's going to...
I think he's going to get a lot of work.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of work before. It never really amounts to much.
Ruger said, late start for me. Newborn baby. Congrats, Ruger.
Congrats. Babies are cool. I enjoy my babies. I think Michael Pittman is not good.
Whoa.
For fantasy.
Where is that coming from?
Just I'm looking at where his consensus ranking was this week, and it almost made me throw up. I don't think he needs to be played. He should not be played as a top 12 wide receiver at any point in my opinion.
Got some inactives coming in.
All
Corey
right.
Davis is active. Trying to find. Man, poor
what
Vikings. These dogs shush for just 1 second.
Shut them dogs up. All right. I'm going to try to share this screen with y'all so we can look at the inactives together. If y'all want to follow my list, 32 NFL teams. That's all it is. All right. So Bengals inactive. We got some here. Nothing really relevant to us. Wide receiver or
Zach Cunningham's inactive.
I think very relevant. What?
Says Zach Cunningham is inactive against Colts for disciplinary reasons.
Damn. That dude can't catch a fucking break. That is wild.
Allen Robinson's officially inactive.
Kyle Pitts, over under 56 yards today.
Man, it's probably going to be under, but I would pick over.
I took the under.
Probably will be under, but I don't know if I can.
Cameron Bynum, he's out. Both their starting line. Okay, so Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks are out.
Yep.
So definitely start Vigil today. Definitely be starting Vigil today. Man, no wonder my rankings are fucked up every week. I'm probably leaving guys in that are out.
Probably.
The last 2 weeks, my rankings have gone down drastically. And I think that's it. I think I'm literally there. I think I'm literally just leaving guys in that are not being declared out on here. That has to be it. That killed me last year too, because with the COVID stuff, I had so many weeks where I was missing guys that were getting late inactives. Nothing really there. Philly. Nothing really important for us there. We already knew Justin Fields was probably out. Akeem Hicks is out.
Roquan Smith is active.
Ooh, that's good. We love that.
Any news on Roquan Smith? Is he playing? He is active this week.
Yeah, he's not on this inactives list, so that's good.
All right. Rougarou, Ayuk or Claypool or Lockett, need one.
Ayuk, Claypool, Lockett. I'm going to go Ayuk, Claypool, Lockett in that order.
Yeah,
I like Ayuk this week.
You gotta go Ayuk.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I haven't been sharing my screen this whole time, and I've just been talking like I have been.
Yeah, pretty much. I thought you were just like trying to.
Why don't you help me, Billy? I thought you were.
Well, I mean, you could see the screen. Why am I having?
But I'm not looking at it. I don't have that tab open. All I have is this one that says I'm sharing.
Gotcha. Well,
this is your fault, Billy.
Bad beat.
I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. Okay, so Jets inactive. This is important. Looks like Quincy Williams is playing. I'm definitely putting Quincy Williams in my lineups if he's playing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to as well.
No really big inactives there.
Right. So it says, why is Cunningham inactive? It's all it says disciplinary. I can't see the fucking word.
Disciplinary. He's been inactive for disciplinary stuff in the past as well. All right. Looks like
I am curious what he did to warrant this. He probably showed up late.
I think that's kind of what he went for before.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's some inactives. Adoree Jackson, that's relevant. Shane Zimenez, auxiliary. I mean, if you're deep, that's sort of relevant. All right, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all the inactives that I see there.
So Christian Kirksey is back, but I don't know if he's going to be like available, you know. David Johnson being inactive.
Christian Kirksey, definitely put him in your lineups if he's back because they play him a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know how back he is. He's back, but I don't know if he's like back.
I lost all my 10 and GBLBs. Not happy, but grabbed Pratt. Just need a handful of points. Well, if you need a handful of points, Pratt, he'll get you a very small handful of points. 2, 3, 4. Jermaine Pratt's your guy. Rue, we got to hook you up with something better than that. What else you got out there, my guy? LB-wise. I mean, not that Jermaine Pratt couldn't have a good game, like a good-ish game, like an LB2 game, but when you're losing guys like Devondre Campbell, which I don't know why you'd be losing Devondre Campbell, but is he not playing this week? Is he hurt right now? What's up with him?
Yeah, he's hurt.
Gosh,
was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, I've been a little bit behind on my injuries. I won't even lie to you, especially on teams where I don't
I remember the days of when you were locked in. Shit. I remember those days.
I am locked in, but I'm locked in.
Ruger said he's going to let us know about who's available. All right, pick 2. Logan Wilson, Jesse Bates, Buda Baker, Nick Vigil. I think Fisher, damn you, man. You're the one that picked him up in the office league. Of course. Vigil, I think, is a lot.
I play Vigil and Wilson. No shade at Bates and Baker, but
I hope I'm not playing you this week. If I am, Fisher, you can play whatever the opposite of that
I don't even have any starting linebackers in the office league. I've officially, I'm completely out of playoffs in that league. I'm actually thinking about trading some players away for some picks.
I need a miracle.
Doing this whole rebuild thing I keep hearing people talk about.
Yeah, you got a couple leagues like that. All right.
Shut the fuck up. I got one league like that.
Travis said, I want to sit Jesse Bates, but there's no one on my waiver have any sleeper safeties you think will do well this week or today.
Waiver wire sleeper safeties. Double check on Kari Willis. According to Fantasy Pros, he's playing, but I don't. I actually need to go check and see if he is or not. If he's available out there, definitely check on Kari Willis. Other sleeper safeties.
Is Darius Williams? Is he a safety or a cornerback? He's good.
I have no idea. Quandre Diggs. If you want a sleeper safety who might be out there, I like him a lot. He's not really flashy, but every once in a while he does make a flashy play. He's kind of a sleeper. He's not somebody that comes up in conversation a lot on IDP.
Let's say, I guess if he's available.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. He could be on your waivers because he's that kind of player. That's really it, though, for me. I don't really have any other sleeper safeties. The guy who took over for, I think you actually just brought him up. He took over for Deshaun Elliott. I forget his name, but he's the new Baltimore safety. George Odom. He might be available, and again, I don't know if Kari Willis is playing or what's up with that situation. It's kind of weird.
Fair enough.
I almost want to go on strike against Fantasy Pros because of how crappy this back end is for IDP.
Do it. All right. Lunch table legend. I have Kendricks out, so I need a replacement. Start one. Isaiah Simmons, Jordan Poyer, or Patrick Queen, or Al-Shaair, or Kyle Van Noy.
Start one. I would start Al-Shaair.
Probably, yeah.
Or Poyer. I'm not starting Simmons. Patrick Queen's been Kyle Van Noy does have a lot of ceiling.
Patrick Queen's been all right the last couple weeks.
Yeah, but his snaps aren't.
What are we doing?
His snaps are not great. So, I mean, that could easily be halved. You know what I mean? Al-Shaair, he's been good. I actually just dropped a cool little thing. He was actually a guy I hyped up this week on the waiver wire show. We've been talking about him all season. Now that Fred Warner's hurt and Greg Greenlaw got hurt again, which I like here's the thing about being injury prone, and people say you're not injury prone, but you are. Like, if you injure certain parts of your body, they are statistically more susceptible to being re-injured. Okay? Like, that's a thing. I'm going to have to get like all the citations on that and whatever else in the off season, but I do want to bring some injury analysis into things next year, because just being aware that the odds of a player coming back, like, what does that really mean? Usually it's not going to be great. You know, that's best case scenario, and how often does that actually work out? So I think that's something I'm going to bring up a little more next year. But all that to say, Al-Shaair for this question. Lunch table legend.
I think I agree. Fisher did pick up Vigil.
Yes.
Is Kirksey playworthy today?
What's this life about? That's a great question. Today, it's about winning fantasy football matchups. It's about winning underdog matchups. It's about talking shit to your friends. It's about getting in the playoffs. It's about eating good food. It's about drinking some beer. Living life, my guy. Just live it.
Was Kirksey worth playing today?
Yes, I said that. I led with that.
Okay. If you say so.
NASCAR Fantasy Live. Disciplinary reasons for Zach. C. Chav. What up, fellas? Yo, yo, yo. Desperate flex. Lat Murray, Gesicki, Drake, or Hardman. You know, I had a dream last night. I just now remembered that Tyreek Hill was out and Hardman had a huge game. So I don't know what that means. Probably that, not that, but of those guys, I would probably play Gesicki. Am I really?
I think Gesicki is the guy.
Although the Ravens, I mean, you saw what the Steelers defense let Joe Mixon do last week. Not that I'm saying Lat Murray is going to do that or Devontae Smith's going to do that, but
I was about to say Devontae Freeman is the starting running back there. So.
But there will be good running lanes available to the running back in Baltimore.
Not wrong. That way. I would need to see it one more time.
Jeff Mason. I thought it was Jeff Monson from PFF there for a second. Philly or the Rams D?
Philly.
Me, Jeff. Philly? Who do they play? The Jets,
The Jets. And Zach Wilson's playing, so.
Yeah, that's
there's
easy.
Make
sure you lock in Darius Slay.
Anyone playing
Zach
Wilson is good to go. Zach Wilson is horrible.
Zach Wilson is a cautionary tale. Actually, this entire draft class is a cautionary tale for the narrative that will soon come up, which is that you have to take a quarterback with a top pick in Superflex.
Yep, I agree. This year, I think it will be a good year to prove that wrong.
We can go all the way. The last 2 years, I mean, if you look at all the quarterbacks, I mean, Justin Herbert was a vision last year, but
Burrow was good.
Burrow was okay. He wasn't great, and he's good this year. But again, like, the thing in fantasy is, like, I wasn't told that Joe Burrow and Kyle Pitts and Lawrence were going to be okay. That's not what I was told. No one ever said they're going to be solid NFL players. That was not the fucking sales pitch. And coming straight in, that was not the sales pitch either. The sales pitch was these guys have NFL level talent already. They're the best at their position. People were talking like they'd already transcended. And that's fine if you want to sell it like that, but I mean, it has to come through. And so far,
situations suck.
Yeah, there's always an excuse and a caveat after the fact. I know.
Well, Pitts, I mean, that's legitimately the reason.
Yeah, except he has the perfect situation because he gets all the targets. He's had a good season yards-wise.
You think Matt Ryan's the perfect situation? No.
I think
Matt Ryan looks so old out there.
The perfect situation is getting the amount of targets that he's getting. Yes.
He's getting covered by like Marshawn Lattimore.
I don't.
That should show you everything you need to know.
That's never going to stop. So he's either a difference maker or he's not.
Hopefully he can have a wide receiver across from him. That will take some of that away.
First-time listener, NASCAR Live, D lineman position, Von Miller, Grady, or Chris Jones. I hate all of those.
I don't love it. Von Miller would probably be my pick, but
he'd be my pick too, but I don't like it. I don't like any of those players. I would play Von Miller. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, thumbs up this video. Actually, that goes for everybody listening. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a little comment down there in the comment section that helps run us up on the YouTube algorithm so that someday we can be rich YouTubers.
There you go.
6-7 year plan. We make enough money to, I don't know, upgrade the studio. Pick 2 linebackers. Okereke, TJ Edwards, or Cole Holcomb. I'm going Okereke and Holcomb. Although, man, the thing is with TJ Edwards is he plays the Jets, so it's going to be sloppy. So there's going to be big play available. But he's playing the Jets, so I don't know that the offense is going to run enough offensive plays for the floor to really and truly be there for him this week. So Edwards I like, but that's kind of my breaking point for the 2.
I agree.
Or 3.
Same.
Rougarou. All right, now you guys are coming in hot with these questions. All right, 1, Kenny Young, Denver. LB2, Barnes, Chris, Green Bay. Okay, so I guess he's saying who's out there available, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I had to plug in a linebacker who's just kind of out there from this list or this list, Van Der Esch has already played, so that doesn't matter.
Old Jolari's been good.
Yeah, he's been all right. It's not Hitchens. I'm interested in Van Ginkel, not gonna lie. Yeah. And I'm interested in Highsmith. That's probably where I would go.
Can't disagree there.
Should I sit Kyler for Tua? Bad weather in Chicago today. Yeah. I'm just not a Kyler fan. I'm like the antithesis of a Kyler stan. Like, I think he's a functional NFL quarterback. I don't think that he's a transitional, whatever the word is.
The hell?
Quarterback. He's not. He's not.
Except he is, but I guess.
Rank current active NFL quarterbacks. Just start at 1, and I want to see where Kyler pops into this list. Go.
Oh, God. 1. Okay. Off the top of my head. Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. 2.
Brady.
3.
There's where I start thinking.
This isn't hard. We're at 3, Billy. Come on.
Oh, Mahomes. Duh.
Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Dak Prescott. Lamar Jackson. There's 6. Okay.
What the fuck? Whoa. We're saying Lamar Jackson's better than Kyler Murray?
Yes. Are you not? Would you put?
He can't pass, so I guess his running will have to do. Kyler Murray. I'm
just trying to get to the bottom of this, Billy. Where is it? So I have 6 guys so far.
I would say I think he's better than Prescott, so I'd probably put him
So you think that Kyler Murray is better than Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson? So that would put him as your
I don't think it's close. 6.
That would put him as your number 4 quarterback.
6.
5.
We already named.
You said Brady,
Aaron Rodgers, Brady,
Mahomes, Allen, and then I said Dak and Lamar, and you said he's not as good.
Oh,
as
yeah,
Dak.
yeah.
So he would be
number 5.
So you think that Kyler Murray is the 5th best
5
quarterback in the NFL as it stands right now?
100%. When he's healthy, yep.
Wow. That's hot. I think that.
How is that hot? Lamar Jackson just looked like whole ass against Cleveland. Terrible.
I'm starting to worry about you, Billy. I really am.
Okay,
I would take Lamar easily, Dak easily, even Russell Wilson.
Based on what? What are you basing
good.
that on? Nothing? Just their name?
Watching them play football?
Dak Prescott looks fine to you, right? The last 3 weeks, he's had one of the worst offenses in the NFL.
I'm not talking about weeks. I'm talking about players. Like, I don't give a fuck what they did last week. I don't give a fuck if they go out and fuck up today.
That's your whole
the best at their position in the NFL. And you think that Kyler Murray is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And I think that's ludicrous.
I don't know how you think that.
Because I don't
wasn't
think
he undefeated in the NFL?
Because I think
he the reason that they were winning those games?
Okay, he did that for what? 4 games?
He outdueled Aaron Rodgers until
how many times
forgot how to play football.
How many times in his career has Dak Prescott had a 4-game series like that? Give me a break.
I'm done with series like
We're moving on. I would love to hear some comments from the people on this.
Yeah, they're already agreeing with me. So
are they?
Yes. So it's like you are wrong here.
One person agrees with you. It's Rougarou.
Yeah, because it's right.
He probably thought Drew Brees was a good quarterback too.
Yeah, exactly. That should tell you all you need to know about Jordan is Drew Brees being a bad quarterback.
Drew Brees sucks.
I can't believe you think Lamar's a good quarterback. That is insane to me.
The words coming out of your mouth right now are literally shocking me. Literally shocking me.
Why?
Although, you know what? I will give you some OU bias, I guess.
It's not OU
bias.
What
are you talking about? You probably would have had
If you ask all NFL teams, if you ask everybody who's in this chat right now, who would you rather have to start your franchise around, Kyler or Lamar Jackson? It's Kyler Murray, and it's not close because
all right, you know what?
Healthy Kyler Murray.
I'm putting a poll in the YouTube chat.
That's
right
fine.
now.
Healthy Kyler Murray is so much better than Lamar Jackson. It's not even close. I don't understand.
Insanity.
Like Lamar, luckily he can rush around and he can make plays with his feet because if he didn't, then they would be doomed.
All right, questions in the chat on the YouTube. Vote.
All right. Did you answer this question, though? Is Kareem Jackson back to 100%? You expect him to be a top 10 safety?
I did not. I don't know if he's back 100%, and I do not expect him to be a top 10 safety.
That I agree with, yeah.
Are we trusting Jamal Adams and C.J. Mosley today? Thoughts on them and when and who to play today? I trust Adams and Mosley, yeah. What up, Kev? Do you feel okay with these IDPs? Crowder, Okereke, Ashton Davis, Von Bell. I'm a little hesitant on Crowder.
Ashton Davis.
Huh?
Not Ashton Davis.
I like Ashton Davis.
He's just been okay last couple weeks. Not great. I know you hate when we bring up what's happened in the last couple weeks.
I do.
You're like, their name, though. Their name.
Yeah, what's Kyler been doing the last couple weeks? Rehab?
Not healthy. Now he's healthy again.
He's always having something.
He's healthy.
Habba-dabba-doo. That's what they call him.
If he's healthy, you play him.
God. All right. I hit the like against my better judgment today. This channel is my secret stash, not one of the massive. Okay, listen. This is a real
I like
problem
that sentiment
because I know that there are a lot of people that do that because this channel is a good stash. We do fucking put out some fire content. We do play fantasy football. We're practitioners. We aren't living in these lofty ivory towers. We're in the fucking muck and mire. Please, please, please share us with other people, okay? Like, that's how you can help us. We sit here and we help you, and I'm happy to do it. But we're on the come up, and we need to keep coming up. So smash the like, smash the subscribe. Drop a link of us in your group chats, okay? Just do us a favor. Come on. Come on. All right, Von Well has kind of on-off, and Minka Fitzpatrick, Justin Simmons from Denver available. Yeah, I might take Minka over Von this week. I do. Let me look at my rankings. Right now, I have Minka 2 spots ahead of Von Bell. So I like that. I have Simmons a couple of spots behind him. That's where I'm at.
I agree.
I think Kyler is a better passer than Lamar.
That's not debatable.
God. What?
What?
I don't know.
I am puzzled. What do you watch when you watch Lamar Jackson? You think he's like a great passer? I don't know if you've ever watched an actual Ravens game. Are you looking at the box score after the game?
Oh my gosh.
The INT is bad. That's a bad stat to have. The INTs, those are bad.
I'm gonna do something that I hate doing, and I'm gonna sign into PFF.
Oh my god! Okay.
And I'm gonna see what they say.
PFF.
Because that's apparently the industry standard on how good a player is. And if you're gonna have your opinion and I'm gonna have mine, we're just gonna have to go to the industry standard.
PFF is the best place to cherry pick stats.
I'm just gonna look at what they say about the passing, about the quarterback position.
Okay.
And
lastly, would you play Sonny over Lockett given the uncertainty with Darryl? And yes, I would for sure. Sonny over Lockett for 1 week.
I can't even find Lamar Jackson. It's like he doesn't even play football.
Agreed. Ruru says, whoa, ouch. Yep. He's coming after Breeze, my guy. You gotta be careful.
I ain't scared of the Saints fan.
Kevin said I would rather have Kyler. Good call, Kev.
Yeah,
Ryan and Valerie Green. I want Lamar over Kyler.
There we go. And that's two. That's 2 people.
Kyler just looks
Kyler's
something
fake.
and brittle.
Kyler's contrived. All of Kyler's production is contrived. There, I said it.
How would Lamar do on the cards? I don't know.
As good as Kyler, if not better.
I doubt that.
LOL, someone just dropped Darren Waller. I've had the #1 waiver priority all year. Should I use it?
Yes.
Up? Yeah. You don't need me
twice.
to tell you that, my guy. What's up, boys? Great stream. Play one. DK, Pittman, or Renfro? I mean,
probably Renfro, right?
It's Pittman or Renfro. I mean, DK, I'm just like so hard fading DK. It's unreal.
Well, Russell Wilson's hard fading DK.
I'm fading.
Didn't target him until the 4th quarter.
Fade all Seattle players. Okay, but I guess I would play Pittman of the 3. Even though I don't like Pittman, I would still play him.
I don't know. I'd play Renfro.
Yeah, that's because he did really good last week, didn't he, Billy? So now he's the greatest wide. Now he's the greatest wide receiver of those 3, isn't he?
He's just been good all season. He's been the #1 wide receiver.
He had a career game last week, and now Billy, he's the best wide receiver between DK and Pittman. He's the best, the greatest.
I'd play him.
Lamar sat out with the sniffles last week.
Yeah, Lamar's.
When you're a former MVP, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You haven't just been in the conversation of MVP a couple of times early in the season. You've actually won an NFL MVP. You got to take care of yourself. You got a reputation to maintain. There's other guys out there chasing. There's some guys out there chasing greatness. There are younger players, smaller players, Kyler Murray's. They're chasing greatness. Some men have already been there. They've achieved it.
Yeah, Lamar will get to the Super Bowl one of these days.
Yeah.
Probably
Maybe
not,
but
he might.
Playoffs this year. Who knows? All right. Have Kelsey tight end and Lamb and Godwin at wide receiver and Eckler RB with Cook out this week. Need a flex PPR Gronk run for those guys. All right, that was a very long question.
Gronk or Renfro? Man.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna say, why did you need to tell us all that other stuff?
just relax. Let the man explain his team.
You're right.
God, you're so
I'm playing Gronk. And
I think so too.
I've been in this week in Underdog. My sneaky little thing I did this week was I have a couple of teams that have Mark Andrews as my tight end, and then they have Gronk as my flex.
Ooh.
So I went 1 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 tight ends this week on Underdog and a couple because I really like Gronk. And I think that takes a little bit away from the, in that draft, that takes away a little bit of the edge at tight end from that market, So the guys in that draft are now kind of having to go down the list a little bit.
Yep.
Which Tampa Bay cornerback should I start? Carlton or I'll start Carlton Davis. Devontae Freeman or Mooney?
Mooney, not close.
Yeah, Mooney is going to blow up today. Hey, subscribe, like, share. All right. Thanks again. You're welcome. Yeah, I have Henderson and Sony. Everywhere I think Sony is the play today. Am I right? Yeah, yes. Henderson's – I wouldn't even play Henderson when he was healthy, personally.
Oh, jeez.
Bro, I'm wilding. I know I am. I know I'm wilding, okay? But that's how I play fantasy. Like, there's just certain guys I'm like, I don't care. I don't want them. That's great. Chase Edmonds. I mean, there's so many guys in this offseason that I said this to, and people are shaking their head, but it's just like, I'm not about it, I think I traded you, Darrell Henderson, for Claypool in the league last year, didn't I? In the office league. The league I'm about to rebuild in. My
team's not doing good either, so it's not like that trade really won either of us the league.
I mean, Claypool's going to win me a lot in the future. You better believe that. That boy
once he gets a new quarterback, man, he'll be ready.
Damn straight. Once he gets a new quarterback,
I don't disagree with you. God, I don't have to disagree with you on everything.
I know. You don't have to act like every time I say something I'm disagreeing with you, though, either.
I don't. Sure, Lamar take is insane, but other than that. All right. I'd go Lamar over Kyler. Lamar is better. Michael Vick. Kyler is small with a cannon of an arm. No. Better Michael Vick? You got people out here saying that.
Hey,
I'm proud of yourself.
All I'm saying is the chat is barely agreeing with you by the very slightest of margins right now.
Unbelievable.
The very slightest.
Lamar Jackson's Michael Vick with a better arm. You got
and as more votes come in, your numbers are going down, brother.
Lamar Jackson will never be Michael Vick. Let's just chill out on that right now.
Oh, but will Kyler?
Okay, I don't think no. Michael Vick is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Like he was able to do,
dude. He was
is never going to be replicated. I don't
Steelers
think.
Legend, Michael Vick.
Sure, but what he was doing was insane, man. I couldn't fathom. He would literally run for like 100 and something yards by himself all the time. That was just consistent.
I would start Van Ginkel here, my guy.
I would too. I really need Bradley Chubb to come back. Like to what he did.
So we got like 9-10 people in the chat. Anyone down to do an underdog draft? With me and Billy, like a 6-man, $3 or $5 entry. What's up? Anybody down? We could do that real quick. If you want to.
So you just put it out.
All right, well, I don't want to do it if nobody's going to do it because that's going to take a little bit of time. So I want to get a little bit of feedback at least.
Do you start Roquan even if he's banged up? And I think yes, because you can get a lot of tackles against the Cardinals. And
he's the linebacker 1. Yeah, you start him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think David Montgomery low-key this week is going to be pretty good.
Maybe.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think he'd be good. Arizona's defense can be had.
TJ Watt looks like he's going to play, which is dope. I thought the COVID thing was really annoying this week.
Which TB cornerback should I start? Oh, yeah, it's Carlton.
We said this earlier. It's Carlton.
Carlton Davis is the one to start. With Eric Kendricks out and Fred Warner doubtful, what are your thoughts on Vigil and Al-Shaair this week? Start them both.
Yeah, 100%. You should be starting Alshire and Vigil.
Mm-hmm. Vigil for sure, since Barr's out too.
Man. I left CD Lamb out of a lineup on Thursday night. I don't know why that's funny.
Woof.
Yeah, it hurts. The pain is real. And I'm about to start a D tackle that's on bye, but I'm actually going to go pick somebody up real quick. Any more questions, y'all? What else you got? We are ready to answer them to the best of our ability.
Pats are winning the Super Bowl this year, man.
Okay. When was the last time a rookie quarterback won the Super Bowl?
It's never happened until this year.
Oh, you've been to the future, I see.
Classic Bill Belichick team.
Never heard of him.
All right. Should I start Bates, Eric Murray, or Murphy Bunting at the DB position? Probably Bates, right?
Yeah. I'll start Bates. I know he hasn't been like exactly what we wanted the last couple of weeks, but that's because the defense overall is just doing a little bit better for and that's showing on in the way that the team's playing, but their defense is doing a little bit better than I think people thought it would be this year.
All right, Rougarou says, sorry, Billy, nope. Well, who do you think is going to win, Rougarou? I think honestly, this year is just a total crapshoot. I don't know if there's any team that's
the Bills. Easy.
Well, we'll see what happens on Monday.
Who do they play Monday?
The Pats. That'll be a good deciding game.
Easy win.
Fireball bet?
I'm not fireball betting you anymore because literally if I fireball bet you, I will lose.
So Logan Wilson, Levante David, and Cole Holcomb, which two do I start this week?
Well, Levante David's a must start every week.
Yes.
Logan Wilson is coming in pretty quick. I take Logan Wilson. Even over Holcomb's been good, but I'd still take Wilson.
That's the two I was thinking. Honestly, I don't think you could go wrong under the three.
Exactly, but I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. Yeah. Like some of these IDP questions are tough. It's just pick your poison. Which game you think you're going to be watching? And if it really is just like that, that's how I got to go.
Rug thinks the Bills as well.
See, really
possible. I mean, as long as they don't run into the Jaguars or somebody like that in the playoffs, then they'll be fine. Moving on. Any good sleeper D lineman?
Jonathan Franklin Myers. I just went and picked him up literally as I'm sitting here in an IDP experts league where he's a defensive tackle, which is already in and of itself like so many things about that last statement are just like, what? So if he's out there on an IDP expert league waiver wire, he's probably out there on your waiver wire.
I'm going to be that guy. Time to fire up Ed Oliver again.
He has been lighting it up last couple of weeks.
I'm ready for the Ed Oliver assault.
I'm ready for Big Ben and the Steelers to go out and remind people that we're the fucking Steelers.
Coleman or Burkhead? Oh, man.
Sorry,
Tone. I'm sorry, Burkhead. Tone. It is Burkhead, but it's. I'm sorry that it's gotten to this point for you that we're at Tevin Coleman or Rex Burkhead talk. It is Burkhead, though,
baby,
for sure.
Berkey, baby.
Four Roses bet. It's bourbon. I mean, I would love some Four Roses Rougarou. It's amazing, but he's scared.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Is Alshire a good replacement for Kendricks for this week? And yes, he is.
Yes.
Got to get Alshire in there. Billy got jokes. Nope, jokes for what the Bills did against the Jaguars that week they played them. That was a joke.
Should I start Leonard Floyd or Alex Highsmith?
Floyd.
Yeah, he gets Jacksonville. I like that.
Yep. All right. Hey, guys, if Zeke plays next week, do you play him against Washington?
Yeah, of course.
He's got 10 days off. I'd probably say you're safe to play him next week.
He doesn't look good, but he doesn't look as bad as I think people think he looks, if that makes sense. He's still getting the work. He's not as, I noticed this too. I hate to be like this, but Billy's not here. I was watching some highlights yesterday from this year, and even Tyreek Hill, like, it's kind of crazy watching players age, and they're just not who they used to be. Not saying Tyreek Hill isn't still incredible, but like, he doesn't look, his acceleration doesn't look like it used to. Like, it's based on what I kind of watched from some of the early season highlights. He's getting a lot of targets and all that, but he's not necessarily running away from guys like he used to, which I think is interesting. Same thing with Zeke. Zeke used to, like, the way you saw Pollard, like, Zeke used to have so many explosive runs. Like, Zeke used to get the ball. Like, I remember rookie Zeke. I mean, it was crazy. And, like, watching him now, it's just not the same. And that's just age, miles. Things change. If I can get Kenny Clark, is he better than Vaughn and Chris Jones? I would probably play him over both those guys. Yeah, I would. I don't know if he's better. I mean, it could come back to bite you in the ass. I mean, it literally comes down to who gets a sack this week, if that happens. But, I mean, I would play Kenny Clark over those other two.
I agree.
I have Jalen Phillips. He is a linebacker in my league. Is he better start than Goldston? No, because Goldston plays Chicago today, and that's a start. That's a must start. Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones is gonna pop up today, y'all. Like, it's been long enough. He'll show up today.
Still working on getting Marcus Golden on the podcast.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
We
have a Marcus.
We'll get him eventually.
Man, maybe he can hook us up with Marlon Humphrey too. Marlon and Marcus. Let's get them both on. Double M, baby.
Maybe.
Music. All right, boys. Alshire has, with everyone hurt, or Jordan Poyer. Shit. Well, I would try to work them both in. You know what I mean? I would lean Alshire here.
I would too.
But yeah. But I do like. I mean, I hate not playing Jordan Poyer.
Mm-hmm.
Bench one: Quincy Williams, Baron Browning, Nick Vigil. Baron Browning, easy.
Yep.
Bye. Ashton Davis or Eric Murray. Give me Ashton Davis. I'll bench Eric Murray.
Yep. Same feeling.
Weather is gross in Chicago. Exactly.
It does look bad in Chicago today.
It's gonna be sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took DeForest Buckner out of all my lineups that are not D-tackle specific. He's kind of a risky play right now. So if you have better options, I would definitely look to them. I don't want to speculate on how they're going to handle the situation, but I can only say how I'm handling the situation. And yeah, I'm trying not to, especially at this point in the season. It's not about upside and all that. It's about risk mitigation, especially if you're pretty much a shoo-in for the playoffs. Like, if you're shooting for the fences, like, you have to, like, not only win this week, but, like, get like 100, like, get up ahead in some points. I might still play DeForest Buckner just because it is Houston. But there's a argument to be made that they go up early and they don't have to play guys like that, especially if they are a little bit banged up. So if there's a chance DeForest Buckner is going to go out there, play as a limited player and play limited snaps, that's a risk that I'm not necessarily trying to put onto my lineup in an important week. Now, again, if I'm in a week where I have to win and I need some points, there's another scenario, another range of outcomes where he goes out there and he tears up Tyrod Taylor, throws him down for two. In the first quarter, he'd get 2 sacks, and your whole day's made. So he has the upside, but there is more risk with DeForest Buckner than there normally is.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more D tackles here: Sue or Vita Vea. I like both of them. I think Sue is more likely to get you a sack. I think Vita Vea is more likely to get you some tackles. So I'd probably go Vea.
I think Vea. Him getting his tooth knocked out last week was wild.
I missed that.
Smack right in the mouth.
Pay or Rousseau? I'm playing Pay.
Pay as well.
Yeah, Pay. He's been playing really good.
Mm-hmm.
Rookie. 2 rookies in there. It's just if the question is somebody in Chris Jones, I'm not playing Chris Jones. That's where I'm at with my life.
Sad times in the Chiefs household.
It is. It is tough for Chiefs fans right now. You should feel bad for us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Kyler Murray, he's already limping. Pitiful.
Man, it hurt you.
The weather doesn't look bad in Chicago. It's just like an overcast, regular old day.
It's supposed to be really windy.
Well, yeah, you should expect that. Chicago.
Windy City.
I mean, like, is this news? Is this newsworthy?
It's 40 degrees and raining. That's what it says on Weather Channel.
Should I replace Nick Folk because of the bad weather?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm not a kicker expert.
Nick Folk has been kicker 1 all season, so you don't know. Just ride the wave.
See, I didn't know that. I just have Greg. I just know the only time I fuck with my kickers is if one of them's out or hurt, and then I get a different one. Call me.
I don't even know how we know the Monday Night Football. You have to start with the kicker. Like, pick up the backup if you need.
Hawkinson or Logan Thomas. I'm gonna take Hawk. Targets are still there.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't love it.
Oh, I don't love him either.
Because I really like Logan Thomas. He's one of my sneaky DFS plays this week.
Ooh, I like that. They're all with Edmund, Highsmith, Quinn, and Van Ginkel.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun little lineup right there.
Agreed.
I'm really looking forward to when Underdog does some IDP drafts next year when we can just draft defensive players like this. That's going to be dope.
Agreed.
Underdog, product management director people, if you're watching, hit me up. I'm right here.
I hope they are watching.
Me too. They're going to be so impressed. They're like, wow, this guy, we got to sign him.
Falcons got a couple years to get back.
Try being a Falcons fan. Why did I do a stupid thing like that? Sorry, Kevin.
You out here alienating the fan base again.
Bro, football at its roots is, I got into my boss last night, we had our work party. He's a Denver fan. He started pushing some buttons, and we was like, bro, you better chill out. He's like, you better go watch this game. The Chiefs aren't that good this year. And then my son, his flag football team is the Broncos. And so he's like, oh, your son's a Broncos fan. I was like, no, he's not. He's like, well, he is. And I was like, we're going to fight. We're going to go fight.
They get more chances in the weather. Probably so. It'll be sloppy weather I don't even know. Where's the sloppy weather in the Monday Night Football game coming?
What it sounds like is I haven't been on Twitter in like an hour, and in the last hour, it's become all about wind and rain narratives. Because this is literally coming out of nowhere. Like on the last 20 minutes, in the last 8 questions, we've had like 5 weather stuff.
We're talking about Buffalo tomorrow night. If Nick Folk will be good. Nick Folk will be fine. No problem.
Fryer Muth or Logan Thomas? Give me Muth, baby.
Yep, Muth.
Mm-hmm. Give me the Muth. I love Sleeper so much. All right, it's 11:19. Kickoffs in 40 minutes. I got to run to the store before the game starts. So everyone who's been here with us, thank you very, very, very much. You know, we do this for you guys. We don't do this for ourselves. We do this for the audience. We do this to try to help you win your fantasy leagues. We want to, you know, we're in it with you. You know what I mean? So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate the thumbs ups, the likes, the interactions. You know, every new listener, old listener, Shauna, you may still be out there. It's good to see you today. Lunch Table Legend, Rugaroo, you know, NASCAR Fantasy Live, Mark, Kevin. Thank you guys so much for being here. Check out the other stuff on the channel. We'll have the waiver wire show tomorrow, but that stuff's the channel's gonna start changing the vibe up because, you know, season's kind of changing the vibe up too. You know, we got playoff season coming. Certain people are going to be getting out of the system, et cetera, et cetera. But the content will keep coming. So check out the podcast feed. That's where Billy's show is, the Offensive Points show, Dynasty Tailgate shows there, IDP Army shows there, and then the Underdog shows there as well. We're working on all kinds of other stuff in the background. More content is coming, so we appreciate you guys. Hopefully we helped you get some of your matchups sorted out, and we will see you out there on the field today. Billy, any final words to the people?
Subscribe. Check out Offensive Points. Check out Dynasty Tailgate. We're going in. Dynasty Tailgate's going to get into off-season mode. We're going to start talking about the upcoming rookies in the 2022 draft. We're going to start with quarterbacks this week, and we're just going to start our way down.
Yep. Here's our cool little we're going to hit you guys with our exit video. We appreciate you being here again, like I said. Here's a little sneak preview at Billy's new theme. So, all right, till next week, y'all.